Right, let's talk about it then. Right, so Mohamed Salah has just signed a new contract for Liverpool. This is a big deal. We've been waiting for this for like however long, like a year or so, for him to make a decision on whether he's going to sign this new deal at Liverpool, whether he's going to leave like Sadio Mane just did. It seems as though Liverpool have picked one and let the other one go. The other one being Sadio Mane, and they've kept their star, in my opinion, of Mohamed Salah. He's obviously one of the best players in the Premier League. He was easily the best player in the Premier League, the most goal contributions per 90, and just most goal contributions in the Premier League. Joint winner of the Golden Boot, easily the best player in the Premier League, in my opinion, last season. And if he would have won the Champions League, he would have been a top contender for the Ballon d'Or. The thing is with Liverpool, this is like a new sign-in. So I did just recently make a video that went out today actually about rating every team's transfer business, where I rated Liverpool about a 7, I think it was. And now this is basically like a new sign-in in a way, isn't it, really? You've kept him for, I think it's till 2025. You've made it so your team is sticking together, except for Sadio Mane, which is still a huge loss for me. It's a good player who's won in the club. He's a winner, he's a proven winner, and won with the club. And it's like keeping Jordan Henderson, James Milner around. They're great players to lead these younger players who haven't necessarily been in the starting lineup for a winning team, to try and take them there. You know what I mean? It's a good thing to have, isn't it, really? And even if he declines over that time, he's a good role model, and he can definitely improve some of the players that they have. The one point for me that does not change no matter what is they're not having a better window than Manchester City. Manchester City, right, they've signed Erling Haaland, and the two rumoured signings which are almost completely done for sure, Calvin Phillips and Cucurella. This makes their team literally the most complete team, in my opinion, in Premier League history. They've got backups in every position. They haven't lost anyone significant except for Fernandinho, who was replaced pretty much instantly by Calvin Phillips, who I do think that is a good sale for Leeds. He's not all he's cracked up to be, in my opinion. However, it's filling the positions, and now I don't see a weak point in that team, like whatsoever. Like, you've got a new left back. You didn't really have a left back before. You've got a brand new one, and then Cancelo can cover on that side as well. It's the most complete team in Premier League history. Like, there's no way around it. Like, Liverpool have made a great decision here by extending Salah's contract until 2025. Doesn't change the fact they are not catching Manchester City next season. Manchester City are clear. Like, in my opinion, it's a write-off already. Like, even if right, Haaland does not play well, so what? You've got like 5 other players that are going to score goals. You've got Foden, you've got Grealish, who will be better next season. He will start getting goal contributions. You've got Kevin De Bruyne, the second best player in the Premier League last season, who's in his prime. Like, you can't stop them. And this is one of the best signings. This is one of the best decisions they could have made, right? Signing Nunez, a risk. Signing Ramsey, unknown quantity. And signing Carvalho. Carvalho and Ramsey are not game changers. Nunez could be, but you don't know how well he's going to fare in the Premier League coming from the Portuguese league. Signing Mohamed Salah, a proven winner that you know has won the Champions League, has won the Premier League, you know he's good, and he's going to be good for at least another 2 to 3 seasons. It's the best deal that you could have hoped for. He wanted to stay. All the fans love him. It's the best decision that came out of this. It's just Sadio Mane leaving and your backups leaving. Minamino's left, Origi's left. It gets to the point where you're seeing your major left winger leaving the club, and you have the players to kind of compensate for this. However, it's will those players live up to the standard of Sadio Mane? And I don't believe they will. And even if they did, let's say they got the goal contributions needed to fill Sadio Mane's boots. They didn't even win the Premier League last season. So those players need to be better than Sadio Mane was last season. And he was a Ballon d'Or contender, right? How can they be better than this Man City team? And that was last season as well. Liverpool have got weaker, in my opinion. We don't know what Nunez is like. Man City have got 10 times stronger, replacing an old player that they have. sorting the only position that was a weak point in their whole team, and they've signed a £100 million striker. What more as a City fan can you ask for? They've also signed a new second goalkeeper, who I don't know a lot about him, gonna be honest. So their team is the most complete team in every single position they've got covered that is better than most of the Premier League. Their second team at this point could legitimately also challenge for the Premier League. How mental is that? It's honestly insane. And even if right, they sell Sterling, they've pretty much sold Jesus. Even if they do sell Sterling, Jesus and Nathan Ake to Chelsea and Arsenal, it doesn't matter. That's their like backup. Like, John Stones doesn't even play, and he was in the finals of the Euros when Laporte got injured or when Diaz got injured. Like, he'll play then. He's a backup, and he's England's second best centre-back, or even first best centre-back. Liverpool aren't catching Man City, and that's just the sad truth of it. Man City are making this league into what the French league is, what the Liga is going to be for the next few years until Barcelona get back on their feet. What Juventus did for a long period of time, what Bayern Munich do. It's football is turning into a boring one-team sport in every league. It's honestly depressing. The only competition that you have is if your team is fighting for a European spot, fighting relegation, or you're competing in a European competition that's either the Conference League, the Europa League, or the Champions League. That's your only real chance. And I genuinely think Man City with this team, if they keep, for example, Sterling, and they keep Ake, I think this team could definitely win a treble. If not, they could win the quadruple that Liverpool said they could win last season. I just don't think this signing is enough to even compensate for what they've lost, let alone what Man City has done on top. It's done. And I'm not sure whether even Tottenham could even come above Liverpool, in my opinion. If they gel correctly, Antonio Conte could get them above Liverpool. And that's just something that I'm throwing out there before I've seen any of the business. It's just something I thought I'd talk about. Now, this was done about half an hour ago when I'm recording this. This is coming out the day after the Salah contract has been announced. Yeah, so I'm just wanted to talk about it and say this doesn't change anything for now, but it might change something for the future if Liverpool can catch Man City, or the new players can bed in and replace Sadio Mane and his goal output and what he did for the team. I just don't see it happening this season. Maybe next season they've got a chance when the team is ready. I just don't see this team as being ready yet, and that is the issue with this new contract for Mohamed Salah. Right, if you have watched this video, I would like to say thank you, and yeah, like the video if you could, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.